This conversation starts calm, and then everything shifts. Let's break it down on Choir Media.
Him too.
Now it's there. You're supposed to.
Yes,
Hello.
Your audio is not on.
Oh Jesus Christ!
it's
Turn off the
on.
TV. Turn off the
You
TV.
late.
I
Okay.
know it's on.
Okay. Turn off the TV. Turn off the YouTube in the background because when your audio is doing this, it loops.
Okay.
All right. Hi.
Hi.
Your first name?
My first name is Ryan.
All right. What do you got for me? Domestic or stray?
Am I domestic or stray?
Yeah.
I'm definitely not a stray.
All
But
right.
to answer your question,
Are you married?
no, I'm not.
Any children?
No children.
How old are you?
I'll be 34 this year.
Okay, go ahead.
As far as can a stray be domesticated, I'm going to say yes, because any woman that wants to be anything for any man can change her ways. It doesn't matter about her past. I feel like if she's driven enough to be the traditional woman or the woman that the man expects her to be, that she definitely can.
Well, I'm going to challenge that.
I know. I'm a very inquisitive person. So
But if what you say is true, then why are so many women unmarried, unhappy, and alone?
I think it's because people don't understand their mate's love language. I think that
No,
things,
hold on. Before you get a mate, you got to get a date.
right?
You got to get a date before you can get a mate.
Absolutely.
So you're saying that women can change anything they want to. Then why aren't they doing it?
I just don't think that they're seeing enough candidates women want, faithful men, the majority of them. Some of them will accept,
Hold on.
that men
See,
are dogs.
notice how when I asked a question about why the women aren't getting what they get, you automatically go to blaming random men. The women want faithful men. You got to get a man before you can worry about faithfulness. And 70 and even in our stats, 72% of black men are admit to being faithful, just like 76% of black women. Can we stick to the majority of people, please?
Okay. I think it's because they're not willing to do the work because they may feel like, oh, well, I'm lowering my standards or I'm being something that I don't want to be. And maybe that's why.
Then that contradicts what you just said. You said if a woman wants to, she can change herself for anybody, but then what they're
That's
not doing.
that's
So,
the main word that I'm using. They have to have the willpower to want to do that.
oh, okay. And then it's funny that when they don't want to do it, it's because they're lowering their standards. They're the one that's single.
I'm just speaking from a general standpoint in
I
terms
I get it, but the standpoint still, your standpoint empowers women and gives them no fault or accountability for their outcomes.
I disagree.
Really? I asked you why aren't they getting what they want? Well, they could feel like they're lowering their standards. That's a positive or a negative for a woman.
To lower your standards.
hmm The implication is they're high. The implication is they have more worth.
No, I'm not implying that by any means.
Well,
I'm just
lowering your standard means that it's an unbalanced deal.
yes.
Okay, use whatever word you want. It's not an equal exchange. Who
Okay.
does more complaining about relationships today, men or women?
I would have to say women.
Please
That's
explain.
just in my daily life what I hear,
But that's my
majority.
point, though. That's my point. And if women could could do all these things and they have such, and they don't want to lower their value, then why can't a woman get a man that's, why can't women get the outcomes you say they're capable of getting?
Because I think they're reaching for guys that are kind of out of their league because they don't want to take their appearance seriously. They don't care if they're overweight or underweight. I mean, the mentality is everybody wants just accept me for who I am, which is not good, but that's the reality. And it is
So,
sad.
but according to what you said at the beginning, women can do whatever they set their mind to.
Absolutely, if they want to. If they want to be a traditional woman
Right.
for whomever the man that they're seeking out,
You really believe
they're gonna
that?
adjust.
You really believe that?
That people can
Well,
change.
so
Yes, I
you
do.
mean no, that women can do whatever they want if they set their mind to. Let me challenge that. So if a man wanted to be, so you believe that men are equally as capable of getting whatever they set their mind to, 100%.
I think everyone, either sex, is capable of reaching whatever it is that they set out to do. Absolutely.
Yeah. No.
And you disagree with that? Okay, well, tell me why.
Well, because I mean, how old are you again?
I'll be 34.
Because I live in reality. Life has limitations. Life is about trade-offs and choices. And in your world, your construction, that people are only limited by the extent of what they're willing to do and whatever. If I wanted to run a 4.240, there is no way I can do it no matter how I set my mind. I am limited.
How do you feel? How do you feel that you're limited if there's always
Because I cannot physically run a 4.240 at 52 years old.
no matter how hard you trained?
No.
Okay.
And tell me how in your world it's possible.
Like I said, if people put the work in, whether if that's counseling or self-educating,
So people can break. So people, and this is what I mean. And this is part of the problem. You ladies keep this delusion that anything is possible as long as you're willing to wish upon a star and do the work. And I just gave you a 4.240 is world class sprint time. And you're really asking me, well, you mean you can't? Are you serious?
well, yes, I'm serious and sorry that you think that I shouldn't be, but that's why I'm calling.
I'm understanding but I'm trying to understand why you think that's possible.
Because I'm just a believer in people, I guess.
And people have
probably naive.
limitations. So because you believe in people, they can defy physics, they can defy age. A 4.240. So if I wanted to run a 9-second 100-yard dash, I could do that.
I think that you could, but okay, let me ask
Holy shit.
Can I ask a question?
Do y'all believe shame, insults, guilt, and this is the big end right there, people. The need to be right. This woman just said that I asked, could I run a 9-second 100-yard dash? And she says, I believe you could. You can ask the question. You certainly can. Clip it, put it on World Star.
I'm sorry?
I'll make you famous.
Go ahead, ask a question.
So if a man has been a dog in his relationship or his marriage, and he has some sort of revelation or what have you, wants to gain his wife or woman's trust, you mean to tell me he can't change from being a dog that he once was from his past?
Number one, we're talking about women. Number two, yes, you can choose to not continue to have sex with other people because that's a choice. But that and running a 9-second 100-yard dash aren't even close to being in the same universe. One is simply a choice to exercise sexual discipline. The other is breaking the laws of physics.
Okay. Your point is clear.
Okie dokie. Why did I let that go on? Because it is a perfect example of what is wrong in so many Western cultures today. We have given women so much incentive to believe fantasy and fairy tale that if you want it, you can do it. There are no limitations to where even in the face of physical reality, verifiable physical reality, it's still possible. How do my critics and my detractors, how do you expect men to adequately partner, couple with, and family plan with So guys, just wish upon a star. When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Big Shirley. Big Shirley, guess what? I see you, Aisha, your microphone's not connected. Big Shirley. All you have to do is wish upon a star. Makes no difference who you are. You can get into that bikini. Yes, that two-piece. Not a Popeyes two-piece, but that two-piece. You can get there. Yes. You can even get that navel ring. Ah ha ha. Big Shirley, there's hope for you. You can actually get to that dress size 2 or 4 with a 6-pack. Not a 6-pack of Coca-Cola. You can get there. You can do it, Shirley. You can do it. When you wish.
The first thing that caught my attention in this conversation is the caller's belief that if you really want to change, you can accomplish anything. I actually understand the positive message behind that. Believing people can grow is important. None of us should be permanently defined by our worst decisions, and people absolutely can change their habits, their relationships, and their direction in life. But Kevin takes that idea and pushes it to its extreme. His example about running a 4.2-second 40-yard dash is obviously designed to make a point. Motivation doesn't eliminate reality or limitations. And I think that's where the conversation gets interesting. There is a huge difference between something being difficult and something being impossible. You can decide to become healthier. You can improve your communication. You can become more disciplined. You can learn new skills. You can change the way you approach relationships. Those are choices. But there are also things in life that are outside of our control. And I think that distinction matters in dating too. The caller's argument seems to be that someone should be able to change their past and become whatever their future partner wants. Kevin's response is essentially that change is possible, but other people still have the right to evaluate your past and decide whether they want to participate in your future. That's an uncomfortable reality. You can genuinely change and still encounter someone who doesn't want to take the risk. And that doesn't necessarily mean they hate you or don't believe people can change. They simply have their own standards and preferences. I also like the part about the difference between saying you've changed and actually demonstrating it. That's what makes people believe the transformation is real. For me, the biggest takeaway from this conversation is that self-improvement and accountability can exist at the same time. Your past doesn't have to define you, but pretending your past doesn't matter at all isn't realistic either. Learn from it, improve from it, become better because of it. But also understand that other people get to make their own decisions about whether they want to build a future with you. And that's probably the hardest lesson here. You can control your growth, but you can't control somebody else's choice.